I'm Julie Ellison, here with Climbing Magazine in Boulder Canyon, Colorado, to talk to you about coiling the rope. The coil I'm going to teach you today is the double strand butterfly coil. It's really easy to do, and when you lay it down at the base of a climb, it's really easy to flake the rope from it. Possibly the best benefit though is to be able to turn it into a rope backpack. So to start, what we want is we want the rope fully flaked at our feet, which is what I have. I just pulled it off this route, and so it's nice and flaked. There are no knots. We want to find both ends. So one comes from the top, one's going to come from the bottom. Go ahead and match them up. And then if you were going to tie just a coil and put it in your pack, you'd probably want to take maybe 2 arm lengths would be enough. But since we're going to make the rope backpack, we need a little extra. So I'm going to do 3 and a little bit more just to be safe. Longer is always better. So then to actually start the coil, we want to put our hand here and hold the rope and put it over our shoulders and extend this hand all the way out. Do the same with this one. And then while I leave this hand here, I'm going to pull the rope, go over my shoulders again. Switching sides. And notice how when I extend my arm out, it's making the coils almost exactly the same size each time. And you want the coils to be a good length, not too long, especially if you're short. It's easy to trip over the coils when you're going downhill or crossing rocky terrain. This is the over the shoulder method. There's another way to do it where you just coil in one hand. I find that method pretty difficult. I have small hands. It's hard for me to hold the whole rope, and it's really tiring to hold the whole weight of a rope in one hand. So now we've gotten to the end, and I have this kind of awkwardly sized coil. So what I want to do is I'm going to pull and make the last one a little bit shorter, and then just kind of match them all up as best you can. So then the hard part sometimes is actually getting it off of your shoulders. What I like to do is bend forward slightly, take 2 hands and kind of just lift it off my neck. Then find the middle again with one hand, make sure they're about even. With the other hand, get the 2 tails and then start wrapping around the coils. I like to start at the bottom and wrap up. That creates an X where the rope goes over itself and really locks everything into place. 3 or 4 coils should be good. And then to finish, I'm going to take this tail and go back through this main loop and just pull a bite through. Don't pull the whole rope through. So then I want to take these tails, and I just pulled this bite through, go through that bite all the way. It can get a little cumbersome because you have a lot of extra tail. So then here's the coil. And if you were, like I said, if you were just coiling, you'd have probably about this much tail and you'd be done, throw it in your pack and you're good. With the rope backpack, we want to make sure this is up against our back. So the key here is just put it on your back, like this, and then bring each strand to each side. And then I go under my armpits, back, around, and switch hands with the rope. So then I bring it back. I have a lot of extra tail. I'm actually going to do that again. Secures it a little bit more. So I'm going to go in the front, cross over. Same thing in the back. Switch hands. So then with the front, you can kind of use any finishing knot you like. I kind of just tie a quick overhand. And then with this tail, to keep from tripping over it, I'm just going to tuck it back here so it's out of the way. If you have the rope backpack, you're good to go.